And what is going on, everybody out there? All of you beauts and beauties, it is episode number 119 of Hat Trick Hockey, which is brought to you by our good friends over at GL Heritage, the official beer of Hat Trick Hockey. If you like our hats there, mine and Tristan's hats, mine and Rob's shirts, if you like those, just smash the link on the post. It'll bring you right into the store for you to collect all your sweet HTH merch. Before we get going here, we'll bring in the boys. We'll bring in Tristan first inside Barker Builds. Tristan, what's up, brother?
Life is going good right now. I'm getting ready for Christmas. Got to just I'm laying back and watching some hockey before the holidays. Watched a good World Cup game as well. Fantastic. I didn't know soccer was so exciting, but football for yeah.
Yeah, football for all the diehards, eh?
Yeah.
And we'll bring in Rob inside Clue and Son Roofing Studios. Rob, what's up, brother?
Oh, living the dream. But I would like to place a personal apology, and it has nothing to do with you guys. I was the one that said it. I would like to apologize to the Amherstburg staff. They do have a beauty of an organization, and I would just like to apologize for saying what I said. I didn't even realize I said it, and I truly am sorry.
And I'm also going to extend our apologies to the Essex 73s as well, considering we are a sponsor of them. So I don't want to make anything look bad or anything, or them catch any flack with us at all either too. So I want to reach out to them and say we're sorry as well. So hopefully we can all put this behind us and we can all move on forward and enjoy 73s hockey and junior hockey and stuff in this area and pump it up like we do so well. So
yes. I love all the teams.
So hopefully we can move past this. So in the meantime, boys, it's around the holidays. It's lots of hockey on. There's lots of everything going on here. We'll start off with Rob's Leafs first. There was a little bit of a trade, was there not, between the Avs and the Leafs?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking both of you guys.
I didn't even know about the trade.
Okay, Tristan knows about the Tristan knows
let
about
me
the trade.
let me fill you in then.
Yeah.
All right. So the situation is it's pretty minor trade, but it could have big implications for the future. What happened was a bottom about fourth line guy for the Colorado Avalanche heads on over to Toronto. His name is Dryden Hunt. He's 28. He's right shot forward who he's kind of been in and out of the AHL to NHL, one of that fringe NHLer guy, but he's a very hard worker. He got his shot last year with the Rangers, had a good showing with them, and Toronto picks up a good depth guy who's going to help their penalty kill. But in exchange, Toronto sends away a pretty highly touted prospect who was originally with the Florida Panthers organization, then came to Toronto for Mason Marchment. That trade looks like a big ouch now, but Dennis Mulligan is his name, and he's like your Value Village Malkin. He'll be going the other way to the Colorado Avalanche. So we'll see if he gets a better shot there. They're an injury-riddled team right now, looking for some skilled guys for their top six. He has that potential. Played a bit with Marner and Tavares to start off the year, and it didn't really pan out. So we'll see how that goes. What do you think, Rob?
The Hunt kid that they picked up, well, 28, whatever. Isn't he kind of a ruffian? Like he's got some piss and vinegar in his pants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like a terrier,
Like a
not that
guy?
big.
Like a bunting, though? Like
exactly.
Like that kind of gritty.
He's not
kind of guy.
He's better than Bunting defensively, I'd say. He's a really good penalty killer. He grinds hard. He's a grinder. He goes out there and works hard. He's gonna get that puck off the boards. He's a real trooper out there for the team.
Where do you put him on in the Toronto lineup? Third line, fourth line?
And if they wanted him to, like, he keeps pace. He's a very fast skater. But I'd say probably third line, playing with Cal Yarncroke and Pierre Engvall or Alex Kerfoot, one of those guys. I think that'd do well for him.
Yeah, if they could just get rid of that contract, eh, Kerfoot?
My God. Speaking of contracts, what's that guy's name? Artem, was it Zub or Zub or Zub or Sub
Yeah.
or like where's he at? He's in Ottawa.
He's
Is
with
that
the
what
Sens. Yes, he is.
do we
So
know the
I could talk
deal of
about
it?
that signing if you would like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course. So the deal is 4 years with a total of 18.4 million. That gives an average annual value of
How much was
which is for
the AAV?
4.6 million.
Okay.
And he is a left shot defense or sorry, right shot defenseman.
Mhm.
6'2", 215 pounds, and he's been doing well with Ottawa. You know, when Shabbat has been injured lately, he's been playing top pairing minutes, and he does well. He got power play time last year for them, and Ottawa really saw him as a valuable piece, and they choose to extend him. The interesting thing about Artem Zub is he was never drafted. He came straight out of the KHL after having a really good year, and Ottawa felt you know, every year there's that one player that's an undrafted guy where teams are kind of about 4 or 5 teams will eye him. Zub was one of those guys, and the Sens won him. And, you know, by extending him, they ultimately, it looks like a great decision, in my opinion. He's a really good two-way guy, kills penalties, has a big body, he hits people, and he can score too when he wants to. He's got a good wrist shot from the point.
Fuck. That's definitely good for the Sens moving forward then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially now, like right when you get in these situations where you need that guy, you can play all up and down your decor with anyone because a lot of guys, especially if they're offensively inclined, they can become hard to play with. Right? You got to kind of get a read on them. Zuba is really stable in both ends of the ice to get a solid two-way defenseman for under 5 million.
Dude, did you guys see the fucking Ryan Reaves hit on Philip Hronik?
Yes.
Did you see that hit, Rob?
Yep.
For anybody that said that it was a bad hit or this or that, okay, and I'm a Red Wings fan, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? The guy's skating through the middle of the ice with his head down with the puck, and Reaves wasn't skating. He was in a glide, shoulder tucked. It was a fucking textbook body check. Textbook. Pick your head up when you're skating through the middle of the ice with the puck, especially knowing that he's on the ice. And he threw a big hit later on in the game. Who else did he lay out? He laid out someone, and he ended up
Lindstrom. Gus
yeah,
Lindstrom.
and then he fought Sherratt.
Yeah. Well, fought Sherratt.
Sort of.
More like he
They
just
had a little
clocked
bit
him
of
in
a
the side of the
wrestling
head.
Yeah, but still, like, you know what I mean? Detroit, I think, needs to get somebody in there so this shit doesn't happen. Because, like, Reaves was fucking running around that game, and he had nobody to deal with. Who's going to deal with him there? They got nobody. Nobody. Did you see it, Rob? What did you think of the hit?
Well, I thought it all started when Biz Nasty started ruffling
Yeah,
Reeves' feathers.
Biz did piss him off.
He got him going, and he was like, "Yeah, talk to me when you score a goal."
Yeah, and then he told Biz he was a fucking AHL plug.
Yeah, just a pigeon. It was so funny.
They had a
But
nice
I'll bet you that's what got him going. And he's like,
Oh.
"Yeah, well, I'll show you that I still can play."
Mhm.
So he, you know, like there's not too many teams that have somebody to match up with him. I would say like Patrick Maroon, Jack Eye, Tom Wilson, and even Tom Wilson doesn't want a part of him. But if he has to go, I know he'll go. Like, but
Jamie
that's
Benn?
that's what's his name? Dermot.
Delorier there too. He likes to go.
Yeah, so there's like a handful of guys
Jamie
in the
Benn.
NHL that can do that job, but I think I think it's still in the game, so every team needs one.
I find that the role of the tough guy, shall we say, I think is starting to ramp up again in the NHL. Have you guys kind of noticed that?
Well, you need them for the playoffs. I'm telling you, you need to have those guys in the playoffs.
Some sort of toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's funny you should say that. That teams for the playoffs want a guy like that. The Florida Panthers made a trade 3-way with the Red Wings and the Anaheim Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
So 3-way trades, there's no easy way to explain them. They're always confusing as heck. So I'll just explain it in terms that makes sense. So, in order for the Ducks gave
I think it was Delzato.
No, sorry. So the Panthers gave Delzato to Detroit, and Detroit sent them Giovanni Smith.
Yes.
Then the Anaheim Ducks subsequently received Michael Delzato in exchange for Danny O'Regan, who is I don't know, like a depth forward. He came out of college, never really held an NHL spot, but he has played NHL games. So interestingly, Florida, who's currently, I believe, in a wild card spot, picks up a tough guy, and Giovanni Smith, who is really the who would get out there and throw punches. So Florida wants a tough guy. Detroit seems not to need him. To be fair, he wasn't really in a situation for success in Detroit. They kind of are building a bit of a different team than I think what he would be needed in. I think Eisman feels that these guys can be, they can be picked up, right? They can be found. Like Arbor Jack guy, he was a late draft pick, and now look at him, right? So these guys who get the high PIMs because they're willing to go out there and match up, there's a lot of spirited hockey players, and he feels that they don't need Smith as of right now. And I believe by acquiring O'Regan from the Ducks, he's providing better depth for the Grand Rapids Griffins in case they want to make a playoff run.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is that more of an AHL move than
exactly
than an NHL move?
And the Ducks ended up getting Michael Delzato back. I believe they had Delzato either last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And they get Delzato, reliable bottom pair guy. Been around the league for a long time. Most notably back in the day, he was with the Rangers, very successful with them. And when they had that squad under Tortorella, and he also played for Tortorella in Columbus. So Tortorella, they understand hard work, and Delzato's one of those guys. So Anaheim picks up a bottom pair guy who can kind of be there in case injuries happen or anything else of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I don't understand is if you're going to pick up a tough guy, he's got to be able to play minutes, right? You can't just have him come out and play in the playoffs because that's kind of the worst case scenario. So,
like Mike Foligno,
right? But like, why wouldn't you have him be able to play in a regular season, or teach him how to be an NHL player and not just be a call up for 1 or 2 games during the playoffs. And, like Ryan Reaves is going to be sitting on the bench and going to get probably, 7 minutes a game in the playoffs. Tom Wilson is going to get 11 to 15. You know what I mean? Like you got to have these, there's still room in the game for those tough guys. And I think you have to develop them.
Right. I also want to apologize earlier. I misspoke. I said Mike Foligno, who was an incredible hockey player. I meant to say Nick, his son, who was good, but the Leafs ended up getting him, and he didn't really pan out. They gave him for a first-round pick for a tough guy, and it all went to waste, kind of. So,
yeah, but now is he in Boston doing really well?
Now he's in Boston, and they probably are going to buy out his contract.
Well, so. I didn't even think they could afford him to keep him once they got him. I think it was.
I was shocked when I found out what they paid him, because they paid him a nice amount for a fucking older guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For depth.
Well, they gave up. And not so much they paid him. They kind of just took over his contract and then kind of released him, and Boston picked him up. or
So,
he was a free agent. That's
He
what it
was a
was.
free agent.
He was
They
a free
signed him.
agent, and he went and signed with Boston
and I
because
think it
Toronto
was a
couldn't afford
2-year
him.
deal, was it not? I
I
think it
want
was
to
a
say
2-year.
Yeah.
2 or 3. Yeah,
And
That's
it was
crazy.
what is it, 3.5?
Something like that. Yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
No shit. And there's still a fucking wagon too in Boston
Oh my
market.
gosh, are they ever, eh?
he
Just
reminded me of like a Marty Lapointe. You know what I
yeah.
mean? A Bertuzzi, like a guy
Yeah.
that could go in, score goals, but beat the living shit out of you too. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he ends up being a $900,000 guy, and the Toronto picks him up because they're going to need some toughness because any given night Toronto is the second toughest team on the ice.
Yeah, they got to figure something out.
Yep, and they're going to need it for playoffs because they got no bangers. They got Bunting, who we
Wayne
saw
train, baby.
who we seen get manhandled by a referee, for fuck's sake.
Do you guys see the Skinner fucking cross check?
Yeah.
Who did he get? He was right in the fucking lips. Whoever it was like it was a gnarly one. I'm trying to think who it was. I think what
It
did
was
he
pretty
get out
bad.
of it though? He got like 2 or 3 games, I think.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh,
No.
he like cross check. I mean, just straight in the mouth, right in like enough to where it snaps your head back. It
Like
was
that Pez dispenser kid.
oh yeah, it was
It was
like
Jake Gensel.
oh that's
Yeah.
who he cross checked. What did he end up getting out of it? 2 games?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were kind of because he got slashed first, right?
Yeah.
Which
They were
whatever. It was
exchanging
on
sticks
the
and
pants on the side of the leg or whatever.
yeah.
And then he starts going at Gensel, giving him a couple, and then one goes like above his chest pad, right in the kisser. And
Yeah.
it had some force behind it.
Oh yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
I know when I seen it, I was like, "Whoa, you might be getting a call from the league on that one."
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
kind of
and
had
I'm
a
sure
feeling.
a lot of people know who watch this. It doesn't feel good getting that cold stick in the face, eh?
No, it doesn't at all. And what the hell is going on? So the Leafs, what happened in the fucking Leafs game the other night? Everybody's talking about this linesman that gave Bunting a shove, right? So
Yeah, Rob was just talking about it.
yeah, what
It
all
wasn't
happened?
just a shove. It was like a manhandle, like, and that, like, so they there was a thing on oh, what is that one sports show with uh O'Neill and all those guys, Jeff O'Neill.
Yeah, the TSN, the like hockey show there,
Yeah,
TSN
well, they were
Hockey
show they were
Insiders or whatever.
I don't think it's insiders. Anyways, they were talking. They were showing like all these refs manhandling players,
Players.
and there was one ref manhandling Darcy Tucker, wheel him into the penalty box, and like I want to say Dowdy and a couple other monsters, Grattan, I want to say was in there. I'm not exactly sure. I was just kind of trying to read the nameplates on the back of but it was an all-out brawl. And when he grabbed a hold of Tucker, like he fired him into the penalty box, and
Yeah,
like Tucker hit the ground and everything. Like
yeah, that was a
if
referee that grabbed
yeah,
him,
but
right?
it's still whatever. Referee, linesman, there's still officials.
Yeah.
But when Bunting put his arms out like that, that was the only thing from him hitting the ground.
I seen
But
too when he went through the door and he gave him a little bit of shove. I seen like the ref wasn't sure, like he grabbed him again by the front of his jersey, like hoping that he wasn't gonna fall. Did like you guys notice that too?
yeah,
Because I was like, whoa.
I remember a couple of weeks ago we were just talking about that in junior C. The way, like
Oh
I
yeah.
The way they
understand that you
were
have to
breaking
get
up shirts
control of
even.
the situation, but there's got to be a limit. Like, because when does the hockey player snap and go off on the ref?
Right. Well,
Or-
the
or
some refs
linesman.
are big. Some refs are big dudes too.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at the pies or the pies and the floods, like
Yeah,
just around
floods
this
are-
area.
yeah.
But then you think about, and I guess
Yeah.
that guy was an NHL player, more of an AHL player, but he also got a cup of coffee in the NHL, but obviously knows how balance and all that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But there's still a manhandling
Mhm.
perspective there that
And it's not like
that shouldn't be happening.
and it's not like there was scraps going everywhere to where he's trying to like push him through to get
No,
back
he's
there.
just
Like,
getting
you
him
know what
off
I
the
mean?
ice.
Yeah, it was just like a minor fucking scrum. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
anything crazy. Like I said, there was fights all over. I know he could probably say, I was just trying to get him off the ice on a hurry so I could go back and attend to what's
Right.
going
There was
on the
nothing
ice,
else
right?
going on after
I
that.
know. So in a way, he's got no real reason to be able to fucking do that. But
No, but where do you draw the line? Does he get disciplinary action? Like if an NHL player or any kind of hockey player manhandled a linesman like that, where are they?
I feel like abuse of a
You're looking at a
official
20
might
game
be
suspension, abuse of a
might
referee
Or
abuse
the
of an
KHL
official. I
or
think
official.
is an automatic game misconduct, is it not?
So does he get one too?
I would imagine if the league thinks it's that bad, I'm sure they're going to reach out to him.
I haven't heard where it's gone to, but like like he would be getting a disciplinary hearing. The NHL player would be getting a disciplinary hearing, I would think, by the NHL. And like, where are we at with the official, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does anything come of that?
No, I haven't heard anything yet, but we're definitely gonna watch for it. We're definitely gonna like keep an eye on that for sure.
Well,
Just-
fair is fair, right?
Right.
Verana back with the
Yes.
Red Wings now. He's back
Indeed.
with the team. He's not in the lineup yet, but he's back with the team. I believe he entered the league program, correct?
Yes, the NHLPA Player Assistance Program.
Yeah. So he's back from that. He was gone in what, a couple months, I think, almost probably.
Yeah, I believe 2 months is the minimum you can be in that program. I think 60 days is what they want you in there.
Oh, okay.
60. He was in there for about 66, 67.
Why was
something
he
like
in
that.
there?
They're not going to release that.
Yeah, they haven't really said. A lot of the times, if a guy's in there, it's usually like
Substance abuse,
alcoholism.
yeah, it's
alcohol
usually
abuse.
drugs or
Okay.
alcohol usually when they're in there. So, or if they're having some like mental stuff going on, maybe they might go into that as well. But a lot of the times, it's usually substance is usually what it is. But for the Red Wings, it'd be a nice little add back into the lineup. So I'm sure they're gonna welcome him with open arms when he's ready to go.
No.
So good luck to him, by the way. We're definitely watching.
Absolutely.
Holy smokes. Yeah. As it goes for expected goals for last year, only 2 players were ahead of Vrana in expected goals for while they're on the ice. Austin Matthews and Alexander Ovechkin.
Boom.
So that tells you his shooting ability.
Yeah. When we need that in the lineup right now.
Yeah.
So we're definitely happy to have him back whenever he gets back. You pointed out something too that was pretty funny, Tristan, in the Hurricanes game. It was something with Seth Jarvis' jersey.
Yeah, I could pull that up right now. I'll see if it goes into focus for anyone who is watching. But the other night, the Canes wore their, I believe it's the reverse retros for this year. So basically the early 2000s, Eric Stahl.
Yeah.
Who's their coach there? Rob Brindamore era. And Seth Jarvis's jersey, it would appear that they stitched his logo on upside down and just left it like that. So anyone who is viewing,
look at this.
You can see it's inverted and upside down.
Okay, so which one is right? The one on the left or right?
So the one over here is correct.
Okay, so the black
That
on
one
the
is
left-hand side is correct. The black on the left, or yes, the black on the left-hand side is right. The one that's on the right-hand side is wrong. So that's the one that's upside down.
Right. Well, yeah, my left, you're right. Yeah.
You would have to have a pretty good eye to catch that just by looking at that, no?
I'd have never caught it.
I would have never fucking caught that.
Yeah, no. If I saw it on their own, obviously if I see 2 players by their side, yeah, then you'll notice, but just on its own, I would have never noticed.
Yeah, like if you just see him out there whipping around in the freaking warm up, like you wouldn't really notice that.
No. It could look a little weird cuz the shadows don't really make sense. Cuz I always remember in the middle there's that black over the eye.
Yeah.
And that's how I always remember it. So to see it under would just be, but then again, it's the reverse retro, so they took it too literally.
to to the extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally reverse.
It's
They got their
almost funny
jerseys
like
on the
how it could be made backwards,
But I could see with that
or is it
logo,
upside down?
it's like, I don't know,
it's
both-ish.
it's upside down.
It's upside down.
Yeah, it's inverted. So
And I could see how with that logo, that mistake can kind of be made with that logo. You know what I
well,
mean?
someone's
Like,
getting fired still.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
if
if you're like,
you're crushing beers at work.
yeah, like you wouldn't do that with a Wings logo or a Leafs logo or
Hey,
or
I know I have a buddy that has a tattoo on his arm that the wing is backwards.
oh no.
It looks so wrong.
And I never even noticed it till all my buddies were chirping him
Oh
about
my
it.
god.
But we won't go there about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so that's kind of funny. A not so funny note. Tristan, you had all the deets on what's going on with the London Knights right now.
Yes. So the entire hockey community, and it's always sad to say stories like this, but unfortunately, there is some good that can come out of it as it goes for raising awareness over mental health. But the hockey community is mourning the passing of an 18-year-old young man from Russia by the name of Abakar Kazbekov, who sadly passed away December the 17th, I believe, in the early morning hours. And it's terrible to hear. And Hat Trick Hockey, we obviously, being a part of the hockey community, send our condolences to the as well as the entire hockey community and London Knights organization. It's always terrible to hear stuff like this going on.
And anybody to, and I mean anybody, not just hockey players or this or that. If you're struggling with something with mental health and everything, talk to somebody, reach out to
Mhm.
somebody. There's resources out there and there's people that can help you work through this. So it's terrible to see. He's such a young guy and obviously had a bright future. He's playing in London and he's their import, right? So he's obviously he's a fantastic talent.
Yep.
So it sucks. Like he's, like I said, he's so young, and for him to be going through that, and now his team's got to deal with all that stuff and everything. It sucks. It sucks for everybody involved. And so yeah, so we just want to, like you said, to kind of jump on with you there, Tristan. We kind of reach out to the London Knights, and we're sorry, and we're thinking of you. And like I said, everybody, if you're struggling, reach out. There's no harm in doing it.
Well, I
You're
would
never
just
alone.
like to I would just like to add on to that. Like, if you listen to this podcast and you have our page, there's a phone number on there that you can call and get a hold of us at any time.
Yes.
We're all on Facebook, and if you need to reach out, that we can help you out, like by pushing you in the right direction. Nothing is that bad in your life that you have to take your own.
Mhm.
So just think about everybody else around you that loves you and cares about you, and just remember there's always tomorrow.
Mhm.
There's always
Yes.
tomorrow.
Mhm. Well said. On a more, well, I'll say more positive note than that. The Marner streak done at 23 games. What a fucking run though. What a fucking run that kid had. He he fucking skates. I don't know how his brain thinks as quick as his hands and how fast he skates. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just some of the plays he makes. What a shot he's got. I like that now that they got him playing D on the power play. I don't like it necessarily when they're full strength. I don't really, because he's not really a big body to be able to throw a hit or this or that. Or not to mention, you don't want guys flicking the puck in his corner and going in there and fucking rocking them all the time, too. Right. So, but I don't know, man. He's an amazing talent. He sees the ice very well. He's got a great shot, and he's fuck. I think of all the guys that have those big deals, like obviously Matthews is worth it, but if I'm going next to him, he's definitely next in line for his deal is worth what they're paying him. What do you guys think, Rob? We'll go to you. First.
I don't like him playing defense. I think there's absolutely no reason for him to play defense. If there isn't a guy on that team that can play in that 5-on-5 situation, that he's got to go back there and play, you have big problems.
Mhm.
Um, he's a puck moving forward. He makes everybody better on the ice when he's on the ice. So the run was fantastic. It was very exciting. Like you could see the guys on the bench getting so excited. Like I had never even seen Austin Matthews get that excited about hockey. You know, like when he got his Daryl Sittler tie and then go ahead. Like you seen him pumping tires, and they just couldn't wait to celebrate on Xbox, and just let her go, let her fly. Like there wasn't even a fucking beer going to be drank in that dressing room because he got water bukkakied when he walked in. So
Should have been beer.
So
You're sponsored by
answer me
Molson.
this. I got a question for you guys, and it's pertaining to Marner, and if he scores over 100 points this year, which he is on pace to do. Do you believe that he should be considered eligible for the Norris Trophy if he plays at minimum, let's say 30 games on the back end? Do you think he would be considered? Like, let's say, like a guy like Roman Yossi, right? Last year he won it and he had like 104 points or something.
Mm-hmm.
If Marner does that, just center his past, whatever, 5, 6 years in the NHL now, almost 7 actually. But who's to say he can't all of a sudden win the Norris, right? How does that work? What do you guys think?
I think he could possibly be in the running for it, but I don't know if he would necessarily win it. Not with me. You got guys like fucking who were you just talking about? Yossi,
Kale
fucking
McCarr,
Kale
Makar.
McCarr, the up and fucking comer Cider too. Like I believe Cider and
Fox.
probably Fox. Like
It's a very interesting
it's a great
question.
fucking question.
It is. But that being said, like he's not a defenseman though.
Mhm.
He's a forward.
But he's saying if he would
Tell
play
that
a
to
certain
Sheldon
amount of
Keefe.
games, he would be eligible to be in the running for the Norris if he plays a certain amount of games on defense.
So how many games do you have to play to be a defenseman? Like
I
like how many? Like I don't even know.
I think you were saying it was around 30, isn't it?
Yeah, because I want to say Sergei Fedorov played around 40 games and finished like 6th in Norris voting one year, and he actually won the Selke that year as well. So
I don't know. That's a very interesting question,
Who
Tristan.
do
I never
you
even thought
well,
about it.
you
Like
know,
who do you think
maybe
would have
that's a
been
better thing,
better?
right? He doesn't win the Norris, but he gets the Selke because he played so much on D.
Yeah. But
Who
if
knows?
you were gonna pick of one of those two guys that you would want on your blue line, you want Marner or you want Fedorov?
Okay, well,
That's the thing too, right?
yeah, exactly.
Because they're two totally completely different playing styles. They're two totally different eras. Well, styles not really, but the era of hockey is completely
Right.
different.
One,
If
I'd
you had
say
to
the
one's
take
Selkie, if anything, Tristan. I'll go
okay.
with the Selkie, if anything.
if you had to take one of those guys on D, which one are you taking?
You want greater.
That's what I mean. But if you had to choose one,
Well, I want Fedorov because he can do it all. He's got good face-offs. He's faster than Marner. I don't know.
I would love to see them both skate against each other in their prime. Well, obviously Marner's in his prime, but I mean Fedorov in his prime and Marner in their prime. I'd like to see them go head to head.
I like Mitch Marner a lot. Like I love him as a hockey player. He's incredible. But Sergei Fedorov was also a big man. So
Yeah, true. He's got some size, eh?
Yeah,
yeah.
we're comparing apples to bananas right now.
Yeah. I just wondered what you
Yeah.
guys would thought on that. World Juniors, there's a new team there this year, is there not?
Yes, there is. This year, Team Japan defeated Ukraine for the qualification round, and they will be in Group 1. I don't know who else is in Group 1. I think that still has yet to be determined, but they will be in Group 1 for the World Junior Championship being held at the end into early of the new year. But that's pretty crazy to see. It's good to see some of the Asian countries getting recognition for their hockey development.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice to see some of these other freaking countries. Did you guys see, completely off topic here, but I don't know if it was on TikTok or something, but there was a hockey game and it was one of the, I wanted to say, was it Korea or was it Japan or whatever, but they were playing against Russia. Did you guys see the final score? The one game, I'm trying to think where it was.
Oh,
It was like 39-0. Like, not even shitting you. 39-0.
I
Was
want to
watching
say there
playing?
was.
It was some tournament somewhere, but it was like Japan or Korea or something versus like Russia, and they were scoring like 14, 15 goals a period.
That's what I was saying. Was Putin playing?
I don't know. Skating around, shooting it on the open net, everybody cheering. But yeah, it was fucking nuts. So man, I've never seen a hockey score that high. That was just something completely off topic that just popped into my head. But I just didn't know if you guys seen it or not.
No, didn't see it.
Hale McCarr changed the ref's mind. So they always say that when you're in hockey that you can never change a ref's mind. So what had happened was, who got called on that? Someone got called on a trip, right?
Barzell.
Yeah,
Okay,
Matt
so
Barzell.
Barzell got called on a trip, and then it ultimately ended with Kale saying to the ref, like, I tripped myself or tripped over my own feet. And then they called it back, didn't they?
Yeah, they reversed it. But like in all honesty, like he did give him a cross check, which so he was going around the net, going to his right. And as he was crossing over, Barzell gave him a little cross check like in the shoulder and forced his inside leg to kind of dig in a little bit. So when he went to cross over with his left leg, it clipped the other leg and he totally just bailed.
Yeah.
And he went to the ref and said, "No, I tripped over my own feet."
That's funny. Yeah, you'll probably never see that again in a hockey game. I
No,
think
that's like it's like one of those church commercials, where did you touch the ball going out of bounds? Yeah, say you did it. No, I touched the ball going out of bounds. Yeah, it's all my fault.
that was funny though. But yeah, so that was pretty
Oh
nuts. I've never
man.
seen that
But
before.
how honest is that guy,
Yeah.
right? Like he's never cheating on his wife.
No, and you're fucking giving that guy, now you're in the running for the fucking Lady Bing now.
Oh
Yeah,
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 you
exactly.
gotta have like the most honest hockey player award now, right? And
Little
it'll be the Cale McCarr award.
throw that right up next to the SO one there. Fucking bam.
Right on it.
Ovi is he's less than 100 now.
Okay, but before we go into that, can we talk about his Ovi's hit on Timmins into the bench?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like he is a truck.
Did his ass even hit the boards?
I don't even think his feet touched the
That's
boards.
what I mean. I think he just cleared it.
Yeah, like right over top. And like I think he ended up like in the stick rack.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like against the wall behind the bench. Like that's how hard he hit him.
That's that's reminiscent of a hit my dad showed me from years ago. Red Wings were playing Montreal and big Larry Robinson hit Ron Duguay clear over all the players on the bench just to where
That's-
the coaches stand, just
That's
blasted him.
fucking nuts, man.
Like
Oh yeah. And Duguay is flying
Never
through
seen
the air,
Ovi?
Oh
like,
yeah.
fixing
Ovi's
his
a
hair
truck
and
though. He's
everything.
what? He's like 230 pounds or something like
yeah,
that.
and
He's-
6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
And
see
Duguay was what 5'10", 5'11",
Yeah.
buck 65.
Mhm.
But hey, that's hockey. But Timmins is a big kid. He's a
Yep.
big defenseman, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
and like Ovi,
Mhm.
like he's what 6'3",
230
245.
probably 230.
well, it fluctuates. Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
between
a
like
big boy.
240, 230 every year.
Yeah,
so.
depending on how much sauce he's crossing, right?
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
A.
well, he
So
Loves
him being
sauce,
uh,
then.
you ever see Ovi play soccer?
yeah, the first time he golfed, I think he got a hole in one.
Didn't he play a pro soccer game?
I
Like
think
in
so.
one of the
Yeah, he did. You should watch it.
relegations or whatever? Yeah.
There's a guy about 5'7", 135, tried to slide tackle him. He hit Ovi's forearm and looks like he got hit by a brick wall. It was hilarious. Like,
That's
and
soccer.
he wasn't faking it either. It wasn't
Yeah.
get him a yellow card. It was
Yeah. No, it was a true like I'm concussed.
Yes.
How long do you guys think it takes him to catch Wayne? He's
2.5
gonna do it.
years.
2.5 years. 2.5.
Yeah, same.
You think by this time, what, 2024-ish, he's pretty well close?
Yeah.
I would say in the
2024-25 season?
yeah,
I'll
but
say-
in February of 25.
I think so, huh?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, like, but he's still doing it, man. Like he said, he's less than 100 away. So I believe his next goal is 801.
He's got to get Backstrom back.
He hasn't tied Gordy yet, has he?
No, he needs a hat trick still.
801, right?
Or 2. No, he needs 2 more. He needs 2 more. Yeah.
No, he's at
I thought
800.
801 is Gordy, and he just got
Yes.
800. So he needs
801 is
one to
Gordy,
tie,
yes.
two.
Oh,
two
did
to
he
win.
just get 8?
Yeah.
Yes. So he's got
Okay.
one to tie, 2 to beat it. Because now I imagine the Howe boys are going to be following him around now.
They're following him around right now.
Yeah, until he breaks it. So,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. So good luck, Ovi. We're watching history right now, and it's amazing to watch. So,
I was
I'm
waiting
watching
for
it,
him
but
to
I don't
just get
like
a
it.
hat trick against Detroit.
yeah,
And I was going to be like, well,
yeah.
Because I saw Gordy's and I saw Wayne's. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see Ovi's too.
nah, I'd rather it still be in Canadian
I know.
boy.
you
But it's
saw
probably not gonna
Gordy's?
happen.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
when
hold on.
Scored his 800.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right.
I
Yeah.
didn't see Gordy's first goal.
For a second there, I was like, you
Yeah.
seen Gordie Howe go from 0 to 800? That'd be crazy.
Jesus balls, Tristan. No, his
another
800.
another milestone too was Eric Carlson got his 700th point as well. So he's fucking buzzing this year too. Like he looks like he's old Eric Carlson right now. So
Did you
I'm
guys
so
see the
happy
goal?
for him.
what's that?
Did you see the goal?
I did not know.
So he gets it at the point, patented, getting ready for the clapper. Slap passes over to what's his name? Timo
Meyer.
Meyer, and one timer wide open cage. Because the goalie was just pinned on him taking that shot, and he puts it between like 3 defensive guys right on a stick.
Boom.
Top cheese.
You
Like
ain't gonna miss
it was
that.
awesome.
He there's rumors too that he's gonna be dealt, so we'll have to fucking keep an eye on that as well.
Going to Toronto.
So we'll see what happens there. We're definitely gonna watch that.
Toronto.
Speaking of
They can't afford $3.
they couldn't even afford a pack of gum right now, for fuck's sakes.
Well, maybe some Bubblicious.
Not to mention they don't really have the pieces to go and try and get a guy like Timo Meyer. I don't think.
The other thing too.
Oh, Carlson.
Yeah, he's talking
Oh,
Carlson.
Oh, I thought you were talking Meyer. There's
No, everybody's
talking
going to
Carlson.
Toronto, Tristan. Remember?
Okay. The $11 million man is going to go to Toronto.
Well,
Yeah, they're
unless
going to
they
trade him for
retain him, they're gonna
Tavares
have to-
straight up.
They're gonna have to retain a lot of salary. The Sharks are gonna have to if they plan on sending him anywhere. So with that contract,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's a
we'll
big
see.
fucking
We'll see.
contract, man.
Speaking of
But
goals,
but like he's leading scoring in defenseman, right?
yeah, oh yeah,
Yes, he still is.
but he carries.
He's got to
a
be in the
heavy-
top 10 in the league for scoring.
He is, but he carries a heavy ticket though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, all those top-notch guys do. Is it a contract year for him or something?
No, I don't think so. I think he still might have a couple years left.
He's got like 3 more years left,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, 2 to
Wow.
3. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Speaking of goals, there was quick goals here actually, so we should say so. I don't really want to say it because it's against our Red Wings, but Dowd scored 2 goals in 11 seconds. Lindholm,
You wouldn't even
Lindholm
think
got-
though that that's possible.
it's crazy. Lindholm got 2 in 19 seconds. So
Yeah.
guys are boom boom. It's crazy. You would think a guy scores, that's pretty much go to center ice, drop the puck, skate down in the RN and score again. That's pretty much what
I
that's
couldn't even.
That's
I couldn't
literally
even
what
get-
it was.
I
Yeah.
couldn't even get down there and get a shot off in 11
It
seconds.
was crazy, man. So guys are scoring goals quick. So I don't know. I don't think that's the fastest 2 goals because I know guys have done 3 in like
Oh, no, the fastest 2 is like I want to say 2 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because
How the
there was
fuck-
an empty netter, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right from
okay.
center ice, shoots it from the face-off. So
Right.
Yeah, I guess. That's crazy though. Guys are scoring goals like that. What's up?
a guy on the flip side, there's been a guy who's been stopping goals in a pretty torrid pace for a rookie. The best record by a rookie through first 15 games played as a goaltender.
Mm-hmm. And who is that?
Peter Kochetkov. Kochetkov. There we go.
Where's
Got
he?
the name. Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, okay.
Easy
Yeah, I
for
think
you
I
to
heard
say.
something on him.
Yeah, so his record through his first 15 games is 10 wins, 1 loss, and 4 overtime or shootout losses.
Oh wow.
His goals against average is 1.94 and his save percentage is 928 with
Who is that he plays for, Tristan?
Carolina
Wow.
Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm. They're a fucking buzzsaw right now.
They
Too,
got
man.
Ward back then, eh?
Yeah.
And he's got 3 shutouts as well in his first 15 games.
Buzzing. Last thing, boys.
Sound like the 73s goalies.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Fuck. Last thing, Kevin Hayes being scratched. 29 points in 31 games, and they're scratching him. You guys agree with this? Is this a move just saying that for Tort saying that is he essentially being made an example of, which what I think he is? Why the fuck do you sit a guy that's almost a point a game? That's what I want to know.
Even better, Kevin Hayes said in response.
Yeah, do you have his quote?
Well, no, but I'll say like it's pretty close to what he said. He said
In layman's
I don't
terms.
know. Yeah, he says maybe it's about it's time that they scratch the coach.
Yeah.
So
No,
That's
that wasn't Kevin Hayes that
No,
said
that was Whitney that said that. Ryan.
No,
Oh,
it
you're
wasn't
right. I'm
Whitney
so
either.
sorry.
It was Keith Yandel.
Yes, because Yandel was on.
Yandel that
That's
said
what it
it. He
was. I'm
came
sorry.
on-
My
Instagram.
apologies.
Yeah, he
Yeah, you're
came
right.
on and said, like, why don't we scratch the coach? Like,
Mhm.
but yeah, like I don't understand. Like he's a veteran. Like yeah, he's a minus 14, but the team's not that good either. And like I think there was something being said about like he's got to play more defensively. Well, okay, he hasn't played that way in his whole fucking career.
Mhm.
But you want him to start now? Okay, Babcock, let's take what was the kid that Toronto traded to Edmonton, the defenseman?
Tyson Berry.
Tyson Berry. So Tyson Berry was a puck moving defenseman, but Babcock wanted him to be a stay home defenseman.
Yeah.
Well, you can't teach that. They know what you got him for a certain reason, and yeah, Babcock or Tortorella came in later. He was already there, but like, can't you just bring him aside? And he can't even explain to the people why he's sitting, which
Mhm.
doesn't make any sense.
But
He's
as
not.
for
Tortorella said, "Well, that's between him and I."
Mhm.
Well, Kevin Hayes came out and said, "I don't know why I'm sitting.
yeah,
Right.
He
Well,
hasn't
okay.
talked to me about it." So what is he supposed to be, a fucking mind reader?
the only thing I can think of is why do you sit your leading goal scorer on a team that's having trouble scoring goals?
Yeah, and so they sit him
Like,
and they lose 7-3.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to me.
If it is a thing about trying to send a message or get him to play more defensively, like Rob said, he's never played like a critter out of the wild, but you can't take the wild out of the critter. So
Right.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So I don't know. That was kind of fucked, but I just, like I said, I didn't know why you're sitting your leading goal scorer when your team's having issues putting pucks in the net. So it just makes me it's a power move on towards Spart. Let's face
on the
it.
flip
But
side,
that's all he does, right?
Yeah.
did you see? Okay, he doesn't lead the team in points, but he has the highest points per game on the Flyers. Travis Konechny. Did you see his gross goal last night?
No, I didn't.
No,
Oh my gosh!
I'll have
I'll
to
send
look
it
it
to you guys after.
Yeah, definitely send me that.
He
I
goes
like seeing
through.
nice
He goes
goals.
end to end. Toe directs to the backhand, just like top
Roof-
shelf, like
Roof Daddy.
under the top bar,
Oh, I did see it. Yeah,
4 inches.
I did see it.
Send me that shit.
It was
It
incredible.
was gross.
I definitely want to see it.
Yeah.
On that note, are you guys pretty well good to go?
No, we
Yeah.
have to give another shout out to Cam Jansen, local Windsor Spitfire guy.
Yes.
His mom passed away a couple weeks ago, and
Mhm.
he's been on the Cam and Strick show talking about it, talking about the the dreams he's having, the rough time he's having,
Mhm.
and I've been through all of it and I know exactly what he's going through. So I would just like to give a shout out to him and his family. And each day it gets a little bit easier, but it never gets easy.
Yeah, it never just goes away.
No.
Yeah, so a good call on that one, Rob. I was actually listening to that one and I was like, wow, he didn't hold back. He was an open book about it. He essentially he laid it all out there for everybody. He told everybody what was going on and how he was feeling, and he told everybody about how his mom got him through all the addiction stuff when he was playing with freaking St. Louis and stuff like that. Like she was a big part of his life, obviously, with him growing up and stuff, but she was a big part of his recovery as well. So
but he gave a big shout out to his girlfriend or wife.
That has stuck
whatever,
with him through everything too.
And how much she's been doing for him so he can do his job and have a little bit of peace of mind where he's not just dealing with it, worrying about his dad. She was taking care of that, and good on her. Every good man needs a good woman, and
For sure.
Good on her too.
For sure. So Cam, we love you. Don't worry, buddy. Former Windsor Spitfire. Maybe one day we can get Cam on here with us, and maybe he can give Rideout a run for his money on how many times the word fuck is said on the show. So, so we'll see what happens. But on that note, the fellas, we just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Drink, but don't drive. And just have a great time. And hopefully Santa's good to everybody.
Yeah.
So on
Merry
that note,
Christmas, everyone.
Ant, Rob, Tristan, signing off. We're out of here. We'll see you.
I've lost my fight with time. My numbers up and up the line. I gaze at the darkness, so empty. Just looking for the light. Shout for help, but no one's there. Need a guiding hand, someone who cares. All alone in the darkness, I've realized for the first time I am scared. If I could do it all again, if I had one more chance, my friend, I would rewrite all my wrongs. I would find where I belong. I got love